The Lancashire Witches, A Romance of Pendle Forest, by William Harrison Ainsworth. Recording by Stanley Green. Introduction. The Last Abbot of Whalley. Chapter 1. The Beacon on Pendle Hill. There were 8 watchers by the beacon on Pendle Hill in Lancashire. 2 were stationed on either side of the north-eastern extremity of the mountain. One looked over the castled heights of Clitheroe, the woody eminence of Bowland, the bleak ridges of Thornley, the broad moors of Bleasdale, the trough of Bowland and Wolf Crag, and even brought within his ken the Black Fells overlooking Lancaster. The other tracked the stream called Pendle Water, almost from its source amid the neighbouring hills, and followed its windings through the leafless forest, until it united its waters to those of the Calder, and swept on in swifter and clearer current to wash the base of Whalley Abbey. But the watcher's survey did not stop here. Noting the sharp spire of Burnley Church, relieved against the rounded masses of timber constituting Townley Park, as well as the entrance of the gloomy mountain gorge known as the Grange of Cliviger, his far-reaching gaze passed over Todmorden and settled upon the distant summit of Blackstone Edge. Dreary was the prospect on all sides. Black moor, bleak fell, straggling forest, intersected with sullen streams as black as ink, with here and there a small tarn or moss pool with waters of the same hue. These constituted the chief features of the scene. The whole district was barren and thinly populated. Of towns, only Clitheroe, Colne, and Burnley, the latter little more than a village, were in view. In the valleys there were a few hamlets and scattered cottages, and on the upland an occasional booth, as the hut of the herdsman was termed. But of more important mansions there were only 6: Bursley, Twistleton, Allencoats, Saxfield, Eighton Hill, and Gawthorpe, the vaccaries for the cattle, of which the herdsman had the care, and the lawns or parks within the forest appertaining to some of the halls before mentioned, offered the only evidence of cultivation. All else was heathy waste, morass, and wood. Still, in the eye of the sportsman, and the Lancashire gentlemen of the 16th century were keen lovers of sport, the country had a strong interest. Pendle Forest abounded with game. Grouse, plover, and bittern were found upon its moors, woodcock and snipe on its marshes, mallard, teal, and widgeon upon its pools. In its chases ranged herds of deer, protected by the terrible forest laws then in full force, and the hardier huntsman might follow the wolf to his lair in the mountains.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?